David, it's hard to believe that we're halfway through the year. And as you know, we're always incredibly busy at the association working on a number of different projects. But I think it's important we take some time to pause and reflect on some of the successes and update the members on the great work that the association's been doing on their behalf and on behalf of the profession. So perhaps we could start by talking a little bit about our economic development initiatives.
That's a great place to start, David. As you know, it's no secret that the Manitoba Real Estate Association established the first Canadian Real Estate Global Business Council. And we had 2 member events this year. The first one was in January. We featured the Minister of Growth, Enterprise and Trade, Blaine Pedersen. And the Minister went on to talk about how the province is working on expanding Manitoba's economy and how realtors play a role in building a better Manitoba. And then in April, we had a tour of Centerport. This is North America's largest inland port, and we were privileged to have President and CEO Diane Gray give us a tour. We toured 500 acres of residential development along with business ports, and the tour ended up in, I think we finished it up in the Tortberg Brewery, and it was really well received by members, and we're looking forward to doing another one in the near future.
Oh, that's awesome. I also understand the Business Council Committee is busy planning an event focused on the Capillon Barracks in the fall. Just in the beginning stages, there'll be more information for the membership in the coming months. And speaking of events, we've got an incredible MRN Symposium Planning Committee that's looking at November 21st during Realtor Week for the next symposium. Looking at switching up the venue to the RBC Convention Center, but it'll have the same incredible media panel, some great keynote speakers, always a tremendous member event and always incredibly well received. So very excited about that. And speaking of government relations, perhaps you could give us a bit of an update on our government relations activities.
Sure. David, the Manitoba Real Estate Association works very hard on creating and fostering good relationships with government officials to have the realtor involved on the issues that impact Manitobans. Back in 2017, the Manitoba TP Matawa program received a grant for $540,000 from the provincial government, which enabled 9 families for funding for home ownership achievement in 2019. Recently, we made application to Manitoba Housing for an extension for funding expenditures, and I'm pleased to announce that we got that extension. And this is going to enable 2 more families to have home ownership, and we're looking for more uptake in the fall.
That's incredible.
And on other advocacy issues, we had Manitoba Real Estate Association representatives attend a consultation on the review of Manitoba's kindergarten to grade 12 education system, and they provided a written submission report to those commissioners who review it. And it's our position that Manitoba should be the same as other provinces on a standardized mill rate, thereby removing the ability for school boards to set their own mill rate. And recently, the Manitoba Chamber of Commerce had a policy change on education funding that reflects the association's position as well.
That's a tremendous win, actually, and so much great work happening at the association on advocacy, and of course another core service area is our education program. As a broker, you must be quite excited by our new Brokerage Resources Insight Training and Education program, otherwise known as BRIGHT.
Yeah, this is a great program, David. This is going to provide brokers and members with a very resourceful and succinct education material on legislative and regulation policies, and along with the Realtor Code. This is a complimentary program that brokers can use for their training or at their meetings, and I am very excited to see a resource like this come from the association, and I know other brokers in Manitoba will embrace this program wholeheartedly and hopefully use it to their advantage.
Yeah, we're quite excited about it. I know it's currently in the pilot stage, and they'll be piloting the smaller group of brokers over the summer, and the larger launch to the membership will happen in the fall. But we're very excited about BRIGHT and the potential that it holds, and having our members have more tools that are complementary for their use. The other thing to update the membership on is the building renovations. As you're aware, and as the membership is aware, we have we're going to be doing a renovation of Realtor Place this summer. We will be working through the renovation, so the building will be open, but we will be moving RLE off-site because of the noise. So it will be happening at the Qualico Family Center until the end of the year.
That's
But as I mentioned, the building will be open. We're trying to save members money by not moving off-site, continuing to work through the renovation as best we can. And we're looking forward to having members see the building, which will be very much reflective of the profession. So quite excited about that.
That's great. So as the year winds up, it's been a good 6 months. I'm looking forward to bigger and better things for the end of the year and continuing to build the Realtor brand for all our members. Have a great summer.